What force is needed to make an object move in a circle? A. Kinetic friction. B. Static friction. C. Centripetal force. Or D. Weight. First one, kinetic friction, is opposing any type of motion. This would start to impede the movement of the object in the circle. So kinetic friction would in fact not help the object to move in a circle. B. Static friction. Static friction is when an object isn't moving. So when it's stationary, it's dependent upon how much force you have to apply to actually get the thing started moving. So if the static friction is really high, it's harder to get the object moving. Now, this won't cause an object to move around in a circular motion or at all. So A, B don't make sense. They either impede or actually prevent the object from moving. C, centripetal force, is a force that is directed toward the center. So if an object has a velocity, it'll follow and circle around that point, that center of that circle. D states the weight. If we have an object and we say just drop it on the surface of the earth, it'll fall straight down. In this sense, it doesn't result in any type of motion, any type of circular motion with this respect. You can go to some extent of saying when you're in space and you're constantly in free fall, sort of, but for this extent, we're talking about just normal conditions on the Earth, moving in a circle, like when you have a ball on the end of a string, and you spin it around. What's the force responsible for keeping it in that circular motion? Centripetal force. Same thing goes when you're in outer space. The means of keeping you in that circle is still denoted as the centripetal force, except the force that's keeping you in bounds, opposed to like the ball on the string where the tension is keeping you in. The force keeping you in when you're revolving around the Earth would be the force due to gravity. So here, your weight doesn't actually result in a circular motion when you're in space. It's the force due to gravity and the perpendicular orientation between the force and your direction of motion, which is denoted as centripetal force. So the answer for all intents and purposes in this problem is C. This is the correct answer. So our answer again is C. The centripetal force is the force needed to make an object move in a circle.